who both go to emergency situations, and I don't know why she didn't use it. So, but we're good now. Hello, chat. Terribly sorry. I am back now. Plus, the rest of them are back, I think. So, that's my November fright. Thank you so much for the raid, Echo. I appreciate the hell out of ya. Also, my bitrate's doing that thing again. Why is it doing this? It always does this. It says my stream is unstable. Well, it takes after me.
Me too, stream. Me too.
Okay, why is stream working, or do I need to like? Okay, we're good. All right, hi chat. Terribly sorry. Thank you so much for the raid, Echo. I appreciate the hell out of you. Hope Shannon was entertaining in the meantime, because I know she's got her stream up. Right, where were we? Someone turned inside out, I believe.
Yeah, we're not touching it, even though somebody's internal thoughts wants to poke it with a stick.
We're not saying who.
No. One second, please. Sorry, my mom was messaging me. Okay.
Jerry?
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
All right. So what does the group wish to do now?
All right. So is there anything beyond the person who is inside out, or are they like in like one of the cell kind of things? I guess I'm kind of lost as to where they.
So they're actually not. Oh, Vanny, if you go 4 cubes to your right, you'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This
Gotcha.
isn't actually one of the cells. This looks to be some sort of maybe like storage area, lounge area. It's really hard to tell. There's kind of just junk, empty barrels, etc. But seemingly this man has been strung up. I mean, you're still good 15 feet away from, getting a good look at him, but
he's like chained, like.
You'll have to look.
Trussed up.
You're still, I mean, he looks like he's tied up, but you're at a distance that, I mean, we're talking, you're like 10, 15 feet away from him.
Yeah. Can I have Jerry get closer and like...
I mean, sure, Jerry wants to communicate to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Jerry check it out.
Jerry kind of flies over, and then you see Jerry kind of just like hovering for a second as he takes it all in, lets out this large screech, and then just bolts back to you and hides under your cloak.
Okay. What's up,
Pussy.
Jerry? What did you see?
Jerry is non-responsive.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Don't like that. Jerry didn't like what he saw enough that he can't tell me what he saw.
It can't be that bad.
Yes, it can.
I mean, it's literally inside out.
It's not the worst thing we've seen.
Perhaps for you.
Hey!
We don't come from this place.
Okay, fair. Fair.
Yeah, this is just normal material plane things. This happens all the time.
Yeah. This is a daily occurrence for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're used to, like, birds that are made out of apple, but not like... not like this.
Can you eat those birds? I mean, technically speaking.
Okay. I am not interested in looking closer at this thing if it spooked Jerry this bad. If somebody else wants to, I will protect you from over here.
I got
Zara
this.
sighs and continues with Aphlia.
How do you really have to? I really don't want to have to go over there, but if you're going over there, I gotta. Oh. It's not a good idea. It smells.
Oh, who's approaching?
Zara and Aphlia, and I guess Lovetta's trailing behind.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. Right on the
Zara.
edge, just like peeking around.
Althea.
Uh-oh.
As you approach, you start to see the sort of true horrors of what is happening. The ropes that suspend this individual seem to be weaving in and out of this man's body, as if it was almost part of it. You don't see any knots, you don't see any ties that would be holding their arms suspended like that. Just the rope fused into their skin as it heads into the wall, in which you notice the wall itself is fused with the rope. It's as if this person was forced to just be here, fused in place by this rope and condition. But that isn't the worst part. As you're looking, the eyes roll 180 degrees forward at you. And there's just a look of fear and intelligible complete, just true anguish at how, in pain this person is, but how terrified of something they are. And it is that look that they give you, their backwards eyes kind of twisted up in their optical nerve, that makes you both uneasy. You've not seen anything like it before, and you begin to think of what this person has been going through and for how long. With that, I need 2 sanity checks a sanity check from each of you.
Where?
So roll a d20.
Oh, it's not a thing that I need to. Not on the
No.
character sheet, right?
Not right now.
Well,
So
Oh,
you can
God.
choose. So, okay, let me say before you roll the d20. I mean, you've both rolled it, but I will say this: you're always able to take just 1 point of sanity to lower it, or you can choose to suffer an effect. Now, this effect is rolled on a table that may still lower your sanity, but it may not. It may just give you a short-term effect, if that makes sense.
yeah.
That's fine.
Where is our sanity still? Can we see that?
Yes, it should be on your sheet.
Remember that I collected the other.
I believe it's under features and traits at the very bottom.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with a 15, I believe that is a +3. Let me double check. It's a +2. My apologies. What is yours, Althea?
14.
Okay, so you both add 2 to your roll. I am now going to roll a DC, and you're going to hope that you are higher than that. So
Yeah, 7 will definitely be.
Yep, 11, definitely.
has just about withstand the effects of this insane. It is terrifying to look at what you are looking at, but unfortunately you've seen similar in your life, and this isn't too unsettling. However, Zara, I am going to need you to roll me a D100. $65. Go ahead and roll me a D8, please.
No.
Oh no.
You are unconscious. You guys watch as Zara
No.
approaches, makes eye contact with the creature, and then just collapses.
It wasn't
You do not
that
reduce your
bad.
sanity.
Aflia looks at her and goes, it wasn't that bad.
She actually
bad.
fell backwards, like in those like I don't know, cartoons or something, just
Oh, it
straight
happens
straight back.
Spoon back.
You sure it wasn't that bad?
I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's fine.
It was to
Althea,
her.
now that you've kind of overcome the sort of fear of looking at this individual, you can get a better look. And one thing that you note that stands out of place besides the rope flowing through their body is a small pin that seems to be fused into their flesh. It is the Greek letter phi, which is like a line, and then it looks like a pitchfork, if you're familiar. And you see there's like a pin that has been fused into their chest.
There's something in like on his like chest, kind of.
Like, what does it look like?
It's like a. What did you say it was? It was like a pitchfork.
It's a phi, so it would be like an elvish letter. You'd recognize it like an elvish type letter.
It's like a letter of some kind.
You also notice as you're looking at it a little bit more that on it is 2 wings and a sword. It's kind of like juxtaposed. It was hard to see because where the blood is, but now that you're trying to just like look at it and describe it, you notice that there's 2 wings that go out and then a sword that make the phi itself.
It's like a design, almost.
Does it seem like it's part of what's binding this person?
Let me get a closer look. Someone might want to look after Zara as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Faye's gonna get like a little step closer, just have a look.
Give me
All of
another
it is
check.
just. Oh, go on.
Religion from you, Althea.
Religion. Oh god.
So earlier, Flora mentioned Purus, and you guys didn't really know what it was, but now you're kind of looking at this symbol, adding it to that. The reason this is a separate roll, an additional roll, if anyone's curious, is because now more information has been brought forward. So I'm having another roll, just so you didn't feel like I was picking on you, Vanny. Okay.
No, not at all.
And you're starting to put the pieces together, Alfia. You recall that Purus has a aspect that is far more offensive and aggressive. Not like offensive as in like bad, but like offensive, not defensive, in their sort of purity. She's not only the god of purity, but she's also the god of chastity, maidens, zeal, but most notably inquisitors.
Fascist.
What'd you say?
I said fascist.
Kind of, yeah. So she's usually one of those gods that's like a good force for good, but there are people who worship her in the light of aggression. Think of it like the Crusades, right? They did it in the name of God, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Hyper aggressive. And that's what you're seeing here, and that's what you're realizing now as you're beginning to think, like, that is the symbol, that two wings and a sword is a symbol of Purus. But the fact that it's in like this weird stylized letter is confusing to you. You don't quite know why it is, but after after seeing the symbol of the emblem of the god, seeing the statue, your mind goes, shit, this is likely the aspect Zazri being that worshipped version of Purus who purifies through strong aggression, is the way to put it for now. You may discover more throughout the dungeon.
Well, shit.
Lavetta kind of like, not really like ferally, but she like crouches down, trying to just like edge her way towards Zara so she can like drag her away from everything.
It's at this point, Zara, you start to come to.
She continues dragging as she doesn't notice.
Ow! Wait, no, let me. Ow!
She's just like, she's got one hand on her hair and one hand on like the scruff of like her shirt, and she's like just pulling her up like across the ground. I am not strong, but you are not heavy. Oh, you're awake. Okay. Good, I didn't have to slap you.
Don't fucking. What?
You're unconscious. I told you not to go down there.
It's at this point you notice a gentleman in what appears to be some sort of like priestly-like robe. That same pin affixed to the left side of his chest. He's covered in blood.
Zara struggles against Oliver's grasp. Like, let me go.
Okay.
Maybe mid-50s. But the most noticeable thing about him right now, as he's running, blood soaked and caked in his hair, is he's constantly looking over his shoulder, stumbling, screaming.
Zara
They're coming.
stands up and
Pushes
holds up her
past
dagger
you.
towards him.
He runs straight past you. Do you want to take an attack at him as you're doing that?
No, she's gonna immediately look over there.
And it is at this time you notice this sort of emulous mass of flesh in mouths making its way down the corridor
Nope.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
That is a huge piece of meat. Holy shit.
What the?
How do I show you guys again? Is it like... There we go.
Oh dear lord!
There's the button. Is anyone else moving out of the way?
I'm gonna move out of the way. Yeah.
I believe it's gonna go into this like coven and I kind of like.
Lavetta, are you standing there?
I'm following. I'm following
Move your
Zara.
tokens.
Hiding
And
against
as-
the wall.
As you guys get a wall, the sounds this thing is making, it's like the worst of ASMR mouth noises.
Oh.
And it's just, you hear like gags and it's just fleshy and
I need you
It
to know
is-
I just physically shivered when you said that.
Yeah, that's. Oh.
and as it rounds the corner to the western side of the building, you hear the gentleman scream. A blood-curdling scream that echoes through the stones. And then you start to hear the sound of flesh ripping, bones breaking.
Not good, not good, not good.
We need to leave. Go.
And as you sort of look down the corridor, the man returns, looking down, limping, covered in blood, his cloak ripped. As he stumbles forward, occasionally dragging himself along the wall. The creature does not seem to be behind him, but he's just making his way down the corridor.
I'm not gonna lie. She's like whispering. Maybe someone should put him out of his suffering. He doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
Good idea! Go for it!
I heal people. I don't kill people.
Floor, he sees you standing there, and you see as his head lifts up, the hooded cloak gently falls to the ground as he looks up at you, the blood smeared down his face. And you notice two things. One, his eye seems to have been clawed out, or maybe bitten out. Second, his mouth is gone. All that remains is just flesh where his mouth used to be.
That creature just stole his mouth. And maybe his eye. I think.
Continues to limp.
I mean, I guess he can't
Trust him. I don't even trust him.
Oh.
What are we doing? Oh, who'd we lose?
Vanny.
Vanny's!
Their PC. Went bye bye.
Okay.
Their PC turned off.
All right, we'll keep going. Well,
Please don't make her way to the others.
What if the guy is also not good?
Guys,
Yeah,
we're,
that's a possibility.
And I mean, there are a lot of things that are a possibility right now.
Yeah, so I don't want to like go near the guy in case he tries to, I don't know, steal something from me. I don't fucking know.
The question is why didn't he just kill him right away? Why did he keep him alive?
Althea, what direction are you looking right now?
Abley is looking down both directions, like just to keep an eye out.
You're kind of looking back and forth. You look to
Yeah.
the east. You look to the west. You look back to the east before you realize what you just saw. 2 red dots floating in the darkness to the far west. There's something watching you.
I always feel like that is what it should be. Sorry.
Guys.
Yes.
I feel he's like gonna try and like signal over to like Zara and that to like get over here now. Like
She like peeks around the corner.
You see the 2 red eyes before they disappear, fading.
Lavetta, like instantly, you know that walk people do when they're like crossing the street when people like let you go past? That like really like hurried walk. She does that. She's like, oh shit. Okay. Yep.
get in with them.
Yep. She motions to Zara.
Zara's the same thing.
Apologies, my computer shut down. What'd I miss?
Just 2 red glowing eyes watching you all.
Okay.
Definitely is gonna say that.
Were you here when
The guy was
Guy.
coming back without a monster behind him, but that's when my
he looked
just
up
entire
at
system shut
you
down.
and Floor. His eye had been clawed out and his mouth was missing. Just flesh fused.
Yeah. We can't just stay here.
I feel he's gonna relay basically what she saw on the corpse. And what she can kind of remember.
Okay, well, that door that we came in didn't work. I think I saw a door to our right. I can go try that.
We need to stay together then.
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on like my back. But I can
Yeah.
I'll keep a lookout as well.
try as a door handle.
There is no door handle on this door.
Oh,
In this one particular, you notice the other ones have it. However, this one does not seem to have a handle or hinges.
she kicks it.
Give me a strength roll or athletics roll.
Jesus Christ.
You nearly injure your foot in the process.
Ow, she just hops around. Ow. Ow.
Would you like some help there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe let's avoid making a lot of noise. If we
I
can.
hurt my fucking big toe.
It won't be that much of a more noise. I feel like
Okay, who's
Okay.
that's
Give me a strength or athletics roll.
Stay for athletic. Okay. What the fuck?
Give it a kick. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Ah, shit.
Did y'all even check and see if there was a window?
As you kick this, the second your foot hits the door and shakes it a little bit, you stumble backwards as your mind is just filled with just images that you can't really get comprehending of. It's just flashing blood, knives, electrocution, magic, and then you shake back. Unclear what you just saw.
Let's not do that.
who's
Did the door
This-
move?
It shaked a little bit, but not really.
Selena, do it again.
No.
Why is my music stop?
You want me to do it again?
The door is not gone.
Why don't we just try another door?
Okay, I can do it again. And
Something obviously.
Give me a athletics roll. Music. As you punch it, your foot like bashes through the metal. Like it full on makes a hole through the metal that you've just kicked.
Oh.
And then wisdom saving throw.
Mm.
And again, you instinctively pull your foot out as images are flashing so quickly. But this time, there's something eerily familiar about them. It's as if these images aren't trying to tell you something, but rather you are telling it something. And as you... sorry guys, I'm trying to get good music here, but it just is really struggling. As you start to realize, you start to see in these images snow falling on red. The sounds of crackling fire. There's a familiarity to this, Althea. But you were able to shake yourself out of it before you do. You watch as Althea pulls her foot out, and she kind of instinctively grabs her head and like rubs her brow. Zara, you see the hole just fuse back together.
Okay, not this door.
Thank you.
let's try another one. Actually, it goes back down the corridor.
Okay.
This way.
Isn't that another door over there?
Question. Invisibility gets broken if you attack something. Does it get broken if you heal something?
What's the wording of the spell?
Creature you touch has the invisible condition until the spell ends. Spell ends early immediately after the target makes an attack roll, deals... Oh, cast a spell, never mind. Okay, yeah. Didn't see that last part.
I thought so.
Alright, which door are we going to?
If Althea goes straight to that door, Zara will keep up with her.
Yeah.
Oh, I want this music. Whatever. I don't care. I stopped caring. I don't want that music. It's fine.
Why would these
I can't hear you.
What's wrong, Floor?
Flora is just questioning why we would suddenly switch directions when they're still perfectly good doors.
There's a door right here as well.
Livetta's gonna accompany these two.
Althea,
Oh, these three.
are you going for that door?
Yes.
You open the door. The handle will turn. Well, it's more of like a lever handle. You're welcome to click on it and open it yourself. Inside appears to be some sort of living space, or at least it once was. You see a shoddy bed, old chamber pot, no light, nothing. You'd have to approach in to see more.
Guys, this door opens. She's gonna step inside.
As you
Do you
step
see an
inside,
exit?
You do not hear Zara say that. As the sound in this room does not seem to exist. You cannot even hear your own heart beating. It's complete silence in this room.
Leah, why are you not answering? Do you see an exit?
Alfia, give me a perception check or an investigation check.
Investigation.
Okay.
Okay, you're just getting all the low rolls out of the way before combat.
It's fine.
You notice a what appears to be some sort of like clipboard on the wall, kind of like hooked onto like a little hook with like a bunch of information, but nothing really out of the ordinary beyond that.
I feel like I just steps out then.
The sound returns.
Leah, why did you not answer? Do you see an exit?
Wait, did you say something?
Yeah, like 5 times.
I didn't hear you.
Get your fucking ears cleaned out.
I don't
it
think
not-
it's an accident, but you want to have a look yourself?
Okay, sure.
Zara, the same thing.
Is it?
It is completely, utterly silent. Eerily
Was it-
so.
Athlete, was it like a weird silence? Did you just not notice any sound or?
Zara looks around.
You see that same clipboard kind of tucked on the wall.
There's like anything written on it?
Pick it up and you look at it. Various notes. You don't recognize the language, but you see at the top of the page where a name is written. J. Robinow. Under it reads diagnosis. Moral insanity.
That's the only thing I can read.
That you can read, yes, with your current languages.
Okay, she checks out the rest of the room. Pushes like against the stuff a little bit with her foot.
It seems abandoned. You're not really noticing too much in here. You personally know. There appears to be just a bed. There's claw marks on the walls. Maybe someone was carving stuff. But it looks like this place was just abandoned pretty quickly.
Do I, when I, like, touch stuff with my foot, do I hear this move, like, the things
Nope.
move? Okay, so it's just completely... Okay. What the fuck?
The sound returns as you exit the room.
Wait, hold on! Ah!
There appears to
I
be
hear
some sort of
myself.
You
barrier.
okay?
Do I hear myself if I go, ah, inside?
No.
Fucking hell! Weird.
Yeah, magical effects do that.
Floor. As you spin around and you look below you, there appears to be blood just smeared everywhere. And in the middle of it all is a bloody skeleton. appears to be in a pile with a pool of blood. But most notable, you notice a pin on top of it.
Just another one of those pins.
I vote we don't touch the pins.
Hmm.
Well,
At least not on skin to skin. Like maybe pick it up with something else. Oh yes, mage hand would
Yes.
probably,
Yes.
probably be fine.
I'd like to see it a little closer.
So do you mage hand it up?
Yeah, let me just double check this.
That's fine. It's super simple. Cast it. Your little pixie picks it up and brings it forward towards your eyes as you command.
Yeah.
It is as I described before.
Weird.
I think it's some kind of like a focus or something. Like something is channeled through, or
No, I think it's more likely that this is meant to symbolize the people who probably were in charge of this place. And I don't know if there are creatures here that can recognize it, perhaps, and that's why it focuses them. But
doesn't seem like they're
I don't see any
benefiting from being recognized, though.
I don't see any magical
Give me an Arcana
effects,
check.
as it were, right now. What?
As you start to look at this seems to be an ordinary pin, just as you said. Try to focus on the energies. And there is nothing abnormal about this. You sense magical around you, but not
Not the pin. It's more like a weird lack of magic.
seems to be a
It's like
regular pin.
The pin itself seems it feels completely ordinary, but I can feel magic all throughout this place.
Zara, what did you see inside the room?
Strangely,
a
there's
living
just
area
no
with-
sound in there. Like none. Not even my own.
Trying any writing or anything?
Hold on. Yes. There was a moral diagnosis. Moral insanity?
What was that written on? Did you bring it out with you?
No, it was a clip. Go in there if you want to see it. It was just like a random clipboard. There was like stuff on there that I could not read though, but there was a name and moral insanity.
Okay, Fess is gonna walk in, note the weird lack of sound, and just grab the clipboard and step back out.
As you look at it, you recognize a few words. It is in Belosian. You're welcome to try to translate it.
Okay.
Give me an
What would you
intelligence
like
roll.
me to roll? Okay. Intelligence. Oh, hell yeah.
You start to piece through
I've
it.
been reading
These
that
appear to
smut book.
be doctor's notes. These appear to be, I mean, it's hard to say because some of these words aren't showing up in the smut book. So there are
That's
some
fair.
bigger words that you know, patient shows signs of, and then you have no idea.
Yeah.
But you start to pick through this appears to be doctor's notes. Jotted down, you know, various sort of observations of the patient. And then you read something. We have begun to trial a silence spell in the room to shut up his obnoxious screamings. So far, successful.
According to these notes, this room has a silence spell on it. That's probably why when you step in it, you can't hear anything. You can't even hear your own heartbeat.
You also notice on the pages as you're flipping through, there's sort of like an official stamp on some of these pages that has that exact same symbol from the pin.
I'm gonna hold it up to someone who's seen the pin and be like, is this the pin, what the pin looks like? Because I haven't been close enough to one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So clearly the pin denotes some kind of organization or something that was in charge, like Flora was saying. And they've been doing some kind of medical evaluation, or...
Well, if this is the god of purity and some other things, they're probably trying to purify these people? Question.
Like they've determined that they're sick of some sort and trying to purify them?
Well, moral insanity makes it sound like they did not agree with.
Oh, religiously. Right. I
Mm-mm.
didn't even connect that.
Mm.
Moral.
Mm.
Mm.
It was. What did you say? There was like this god about like purity and stuff, or what was it?
Yeah, purist.
I don't think I can survive this place. Cause a couple of things. Just a
I
few.
mean, well, everyone should be allowed to find their own beliefs. It shouldn't be forced on anyone. So,
I'm just letting you know if there's a purity test.
Oh.
I don't know if you'll have to worry about that one, but okay.
Just an FYI. I'll go try next door.
okay.
Sure.
Lavetta. She's what doors haven't we tried yet?
They
Lots of
pretty
haven't
much all of
been-
them.
Yeah, we haven't been really trying.
Zara tries the next-
Yeah, we're trying not to split the party.
Yeah, we
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, Melina?
I just Zara tries the next door.
All right, the door opens. It seems to be another sort of living quarters.
She first glances around before she enters. See if anything stands out. If she sees
With your
another
passive
clipboard.
perception, nothing in particular. There is another clipboard.
Alright, let's check that clipboard.
You grab it. Patient's name, S. Chaucer. Diagnosis, lunatic.
She can leave the room again very nicely.
Did you want to investigate it further?
Which
or
one
just
of
grab
you is the-
clipboard?
No, she first grabs it, leaves. It's like, okay,
Okay.
which one of you is the lunatic?
What?
Hey.
What?
She just hands I can never. Is it Fess or is it
Fess.
Floor that's sending
Just
Fess?
say Fess. Yeah.
But no, I
Fess
didn't know
takes
who was standing in front of me.
Yeah. Fess takes the new clipboard and like starts shuffling through the notes.
Zara goes back in and looks around.
Do you
Give me
need another
investigation check.
intelligence roll?
No, we'll stay with your 22 for today for these
Thank you.
clipboards.
Thank you.
You flip through it. Various, patient describes inadequacy with food consumption, and patient's hair extremely unkempt. It's the sort of observations that, like, you were sent to finishing school, right? Is that the right thing? Like the southern, like, finishing school, you go and you learn how to set a table or whatever, right? It's like that. Like, they're sort of like judging. There's like bits of etiquette about them, but then there's also like, patient constantly reports nightmares at night. Like there is some psychological stuff to it, but a lot of it just seems like nonsensical almost, right? Like the sort of thing that, like, not nonsensical, but like misinformed is probably a better way to put it, right?
Or like, why does this matter?
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. You see a bit. Various spells have been attempted on the subject. None have seemed to calm their nerves. Zara,
Kind of communicate what.
No.
Investigation check. You find little baskets kind of scattered on some tables here and there. And it's hard to tell what these might be for. They're like weirdly packaged in like little vials. You start trying to think, like, what the fuck is this? But then it kind of clicks to you. These are spellcasting components. Bits of hair of cat, or pebbles. All different types of spellcasting components. As you pick through them, I mean, you don't really care as you start to look at what's what, as you just kind of notice the sort of general collection.
She'll grab the components.
There is no silent spell in this room, by the way.
She'll grab them. She realizes, oh hey, clang clang. She goes, Lavetta!
Lavetta's currently just staring at the man from around the corner. She's pondering whether to go and see if she can help him, but
Which
still
man?
unsure.
Oh, the further... Oh, that one? That's the one that's inside out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Inside out, man.
She's, wait, what was that? She turns around.
Lavetta!
Hi there, what is it?
Do you need these?
She looks at the items. What is it that she has?
Various spell components, and as you start to look through them, you can start taking note if you care, but they're all valuable spellcasting components. You wouldn't use these because you have a spell focus, and none of them seem to be like gilded, right? Or none of them are like of value. These just seem. Let me put it this way: you cast your magic through a spellcasting focus as a druid, but there are some classes that can't use a focus, like wizard, and they have to have the components to cast it.
Random bits and bobs.
So you pick it up, you see a bit of sand. You see, this is a splinter of bone. This appears to be some sort of orb. Unclear what that's for. You kind of just keep picking them up and trying to get an idea of like which each one is. Oh, you see like a red handkerchief in one of these vials. There's a bit of pitch with some mercury in it, it seems. I mean, just all these different random bits of... You see a leather glove? It's kind of just random almost. And
Can I take the leather glove?
it's a small leather glove.
It's
Sure.
a tiny leather glove. Okay. Okay.
Would you
it's-
like
it's
to give me an Arcana check? Either... Well, you're not in the room floor, so give me an Arcana check.
Yep.
Okay. You don't know off the top of your... You don't use spell components, so you don't really necessarily know what these are for. You remember hearing something along the lines that... you remember hearing a leather glove could be used for a spell called Suffocate, but it's not really clear. You remember another one, the Pinch of Sand reminds you of like a sleep type spell. Don't know which exactly. You see...
Yeah, go on.
Let me just double check. You see one... Sorry, I have a list here. Yeah, a bunch of them just seem like not the greatest spells when you start thinking through them. Like I said, Suffocate, or like a sleep spell.
I mean, I don't think I'd have a use for them, but I'll take them to the others, see if they need anything. So she takes the components from there and walks through the door. Hey, could you guys use any of these?
Arcana check, please, from Floor. You start going through these, and sort of uneasiness begins to sort of come over you as you start to realize a lot of these spells aren't great. Like the ones I've mentioned already, you recognize where's my list? Why doesn't this have everything? What have I done? Hello? No? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you see like there's like a living flea in one of them that would probably be used for like infestation. You recognize just a pinch of dust for one that's probably used as some sort of like dust creature or to suffocate someone with dust. Oh, there's a playing card that depicts a rogue that does psychic damage to someone.
Rogues always do.
Yeah, these aren't very friendly components. I don't particularly use components myself.
Are they bad? Bad spells?
Well, you could suffocate someone, bury someone in dust with like a dust storm spell, sleep, which is common but not necessarily bad. But based on the things they were doing in this place, I would assume they were not being very nice about what they were doing.
So probably used for harm.
Yes.
Okay.
to try and, I would assume,
Elicit some kind of
help
response.
these people. But
Well, their version of help, anyway.
yes, exactly.
All right. Nothing else in that room?
Nothing
Mhm.
else.
I guess on to the next then.
As you guys walk down the corridor towards the next room, you do see a door on the left, but you also see a man sitting at a writing desk. He's in similar robes as before, caked in blood, as mentioned. But he seems to be hyper fixated on what he is writing.
A thought just occurred to me before we deal with that. Do we want to like keep those spell components with us or destroy them somehow so they can't be used against us? Kind of. Is there a concern of that?
Well, they can't be used against us if we're the ones carrying them.
All right. At least temporarily, we should carry them with us then.
Lavetta casts invisibility on herself. I'm gonna go see what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Where'd that come from?
She's gonna like tiptoe. Valen is gonna stay here.
Give me a stealth check with advantage. Okay. Make sure you mark down your spell slot for the invisibility. Yeah.
Yes, it's a level 2, right?
I don't
You
fucking
get
know.
it free once per day? Question mark.
Where are you casting invisibility from? Do you get that as a druid? No, you must have it from something.
It's I think it's. Didn't I pick it up? Like.
Oh, yes, yes you did. Yeah, so it's free.
Yes.
So don't mark your spell slots because you get it free.
Yeah, I get one. Yeah, I get one.
Yep.
She's gonna like creep up behind him and just like peek over his shoulder
You
to look at
see
what he's writing.
what he is writing. It is the same thing over and over again. You see written, where did they go? How can they be gone? What did we do? He is wearing the similar robes to the gentleman before, and he also has a pin fixed on the robe itself.
She makes a mental note and just like tiptoes back. Lavetta's still invisible. Okay, so just bear with. Mental notes. He's got. My memory sucks, but he's got one of those pins on. He's got the same robes as the other guy, and he keeps writing. Where did they go? How can they be gone? What do we do? Just over and over again, and doesn't look like anything's breaking his focus, not gonna lie.
I mean, we didn't make sound, so either we toss something down the hallway and see if his focus gets broken or not.
Or I could just tiptoe down the hallway and go and check out other things while I have an advantage, and you guys can continue checking doors. That way, we can actually split up without being in danger.
Just because you're invisible doesn't mean there aren't things that can see you.
I know, but I'm feeling pretty stealthy right now. Like I'm just, I gotta make the most of it, right? It's, I mean, less chances of me being.
At least I will
Yeah.
stay in the area where you go.
How are you going to do that?
You can whisper in my ear.
Oh,
Whisper what? Whisper what?
right
there, I'm going
here.
in
Sorry, it's feeling eerie in here. Okay, Lavetta just shakes her head and.
Nobody can see!
How are you going to be able to follow me if you don't know where I'm going?
You're gonna tell me where you're going.
Am I? And then she just takes off.
Vena, yeah, you are.
She's gonna check out this door. Does it open?
That door does not have a handle.
It doesn't have a handle. Okay, she's just gonna continue.
Like, just tell me where you're going. It's like, it's not that big a deal. I just know where you're going by yourself.
She's
She's
gone.
gone.
She can't hear you.
Yeah, she doesn't know that!
I think if you haven't gotten a response, she might have already left.
Damn it!
All right, Lavetta. You notice the same guy from before whose mouth was missing, slumped up against a wall, hands shaking, the pin fixed to his cloak. He's just sat there, terrified. You come to an open room, appears to be some sort of alcove, pillars in the center. Another large statue, similar to the one at the door to the west.
Are there any items or anything that she, be drawn towards apart from the figure?
There's just a bunch of junk. Various barrels, pillows, linens. You notice a lot of coffins kind of piled up to one corner.
Alrighty, she.
But you would need to get a better look at the statue if you were going to.
Yeah, that's. She's gonna, continue, a slow approach towards, and she's gonna peek around the corner from me, getting a closer look.
I mean, it looks like the same statue. It's hard to tell. There's melted candles kind of scattered across the floor around it, like it was worshipped of some sort. Stop. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I shouldn't have walked forward that last step. Okay, 1 sec. One sec, I'm trying to find Dex. Where the heck is it?
Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that.
At the top of your sheet, underneath your name, the save is the one on the right.
Sorry, I'm still not used to that.
It's on the top of your
Your
sheet.
sheets, yeah.
Nope, it's rising.
Oh my god, it's literally right in front of me. Okay. So a dexterity save.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You succeed. You'll take half of that. 6 damage. No, round it down. So 5. 5 damage. 5 slashing damage. Here's what's happening as you adjust that. You start to walk forward, and then you start hearing a spinning sound, like a buzzing sound, and you watch as out of the ceiling a large blade kind of curved, it looks like it's almost spinning as it comes out of the wall. It morphs out of the wall. There's no slit or anything that this comes out of. It just morphs out of the wall and slashes right in front of your face. You kind of pull yourself back and only get cut up on your arms a little bit. But that easily could have killed you, and you watch as the saw blade, the curved sort of lumber saw blade, morphs into the other wall.
Did we hear that?
Yeah, did they hear that?
Well, 1 second. I need to double check. So, invisible condition.
For the record, I was gonna run away anyway, so I assume invisibility or stealth would have broken for this dude once I run.
No, it wouldn't have mattered when you ran.
Okay.
I mean, it can be detected by noise, but that's it. I do need a concentration check from you, though. So go ahead and roll me a constitution saving throw. You need a 10 or higher. Okay, you're still invisible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's like, oh shit. She's gonna
Did the others of you hear that? Zara, you did.
She'll run over.
Okay. You can move your token.
If I take something out of my pocket and leave it next to the guy, does that break invisibility, or is it just the item that?
It's just the item.
The fuck is she?
Alright, let me just check my inventory.
Zara, as you round the corner, you run straight into Lavetta.
Oh!
Ow!
The guy kind of looks up at you guys confused. Well, looks at Zara confused.
Something has broken his concentration.
That's not that guy, right?
No, it's the dude with no mouth.
Did the dude riding look up at the woman sprinting past him?
Yeah,
Nope.
I guess.
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about a different guy who's up in the room
Sorry.
that they're in. You're alright.
Way to be stealthy. Oh, damn it. She takes out, what is it? I think I've got a bunch of bandages and stuff. Not that it's gonna help. Yeah, and antiseptic paste. And places it next to the man on the ground.
Sure. He,
She's a healer, she can't help it.
You left a bandage on the ground for him?
Her bandage and some antiseptic paste. Like her bandage with antiseptic paste.
Okay, so mark that down off your thing.
Yep. How do I edit my items? I keep forgetting.
It should be on the item tab. Why is there not like a... Oh, you know what? It's because it's called senses now, isn't it? Fuck. All right. Did you find it?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to go back. We need to go back.
What was that?
Same thing as before. Some sort of figure attacked me. Well, I'm okay. Just they could have been bad.
Who? What? Where?
There's a statue. It's obviously got some sort of defense to it. If this dude goes near it, he's definitely dead. Let's just go back.
Okay.
She kneels and just pushes the bandage and pays towards the guy. You can't see me, but well, hopefully this helps somewhat. Then she just looks.
No sound can escape.
We can't leave him. We can't leave him.
He's probably responsible for this entire thing.
He's probably responsible, but he could also tell us about what's going on.
He has no mouth.
We've got someone with telekinesis. We could.
Do we?
I thought we did. Do we not?
You had Primrose.
Oh no, they're dead now. Shit.
Well, she's not dead. Whoa. Prim isn't dead.
What? Well, Prim
She's
isn't
not dead
dead
either. They're just at.
I mean,
you guys left them in Lupine.
We can take him back. Like maybe he can just tell us something.
No, he has no mouth.
We can. There's other ways of communication. Blink.
Hey, dude,
No.
can you understand us?
Blink
He
with
looks
your
up at you.
singular eye if you can understand us.
Kind of mindlessly blinks at you.
Are you gonna
We're
help
done
me
with a
or
thumbs
not?
up.
That's true.
You see him lift up his hand, and one of his thumbs is missing. Seems to be an old wound.
Looks like he couldn't put his finger on it. Anyway, sorry. Are you gonna help me, or am I gonna have to drag him by myself and make a lot more noise? It's gonna look really weird, him being dragged by an invisible person.
Yeah, that's the weird thing here.
Are you gonna help?
I'll help.
Okay, she grabs under his left arm, trying not to.
Seeing the
This is
one
probably
arm
gonna
lift
hurt.
up, Zara grabs the other.
He's kind of shaking a lot and doesn't seem very trustworthy of you, Zara. I need a persuasion check. Since his arm
Me?
has just been lifted up. Yep.
He's been hearing her.
Yep. Of strange voice. Yeah, it's a nat 20. Okay, why doesn't it go green anymore when it's a nat 20? That's weird. I don't like that. All right.
Yeah, because he's not used to hearing voices at all.
Yeah.
In this
The
voice.
voices.
He kind of nods at you kind of quickly before like looking around, like panicking anxiously.
We'll do our best to protect you. How little that might be, but
The voice is a person, I swear.
yes, I am a person. I'm just not very.
He seems convinced right now.
Yep. Okay, let's go. I can't track him though, so
I got him.
Okay.
All right, you guys
Thank
see
you.
as this man is brought back the guy from before with no mouth. What are we doing?
This was
I
Lavetta's
know.
idea.
I know how it looks, but he could help us, and I guarantee you, fear is a lot stronger than anything he has or potentially could have against us.
He kind of looks at you all. He looks like Zara he was fine with. And then he sees the rest of you. And he looks uneasy. As he kind of gives these sort of side eyes to the three of you.
I know we're not exactly what we don't look like we'd be a party or a group, but
He can't see you. You're still invisible.
Can I
yeah, I know.
Can I get, because I know that he doesn't have a mouth, can I get a piece of paper and some ink and one of the quills that I have out of my pack and ask him if he can write?
Okay, do you approach him?
Yes.
As you approach, he starts scooting backwards, eyes fixated on you.
Okay. Zara, try giving him these writing implements.
Buddy, we just got here. I don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on.
Zara.
Look, I'm touching the notes and the paper and the quill. They're fine. Not laced with like a little weird poison thing. Here you go. Can you
As
write
he kind of
with your hand without a
slowly
thumb?
takes them from you. His eyes are kind of looking at you and then looking at Fast, Floor, Althea. And he
I'll
kind of
step
has
back
this.
so that he's not as intimidated by me.
He's kind of got like this like look on his face of like. Well, it's really hard to tell because he's caked in blood, but he seems uneasy. He lifts up the pen and paper and kind of looks at you guys like, what the fuck do you want him to write?
How do we get out?
Or what
He
happened
writes.
here?
He answers, he seemingly ignores you, Fast. So you ask, how do you get out? He writes, no escape.
Escape from what?
Here.
Ask him what happened here.
What happened?
Torment.
Torment? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. And he writes now. You kind of see like he goes back in front of the word torment. And he writes now torment. Before purity.
Did you try to purify the wrong person?
He looks at you, kind of thinks for a second, kind of shrugs.
Where did the torment come from?
He writes the darkness.
Just randomly darkness, just, hey, what up? I'm gonna torment you. Like,
He nods.
where did it start?
Sorry.
Was there a main room?
Sorry, my my
You
voice
good,
is
you
starting to
good,
hurt,
you
so I
good,
need
you
to
good.
grab water. He looks. He writes unsure. Likely, the main hall.
Zara points in front of her, like the way that they came from. It's like, that way.
He writes, it's a loop.
Why are there traps in the walls?
Torment.
Is that new? Torment. Okay, that's new. What did you do to the people in here? And she points to like,
Maybe like the
Purify.
clipboards. Okay.
Do you think you're better than everyone else?
He looks at you.
She just raises her eyebrows.
He writes the word yes.
She looks behind her to the others. I hate this guy!
He kind of pauses for a second and writes, "They're all gone."
The ones you tried to purify or the ones that helped you purify?
Patience.
Guess it's your turn to be purified, huh? Buddy.
He kind of looks at you and sets the clipboard down.
Zara just stands up. If anyone else want to give it a try, I'm done. He goes to look at the door.
Well, he's gonna ignore me, so someone who doesn't look like me is gonna have to continue the questioning.
I don't know. Say you're the best person ever that never hurt anyone. I don't know what purity is.
I think it's my nature that he does not like.
Yeah, true.
Things out of my control.
So this door didn't have a handle or was locked.
No handle.
Zara glances at Liam. Looks back at the door, thinking of the other one without a handle. Looks at the guy. It's like, this room okay?
He's kind of just staring at the group, sort of down the hall from him.
I'll try
he writes
kicking the
something
door
down.
again. Oh, never mind.
He starts
She sees that
writing
she's
something. He doesn't show it to you. He stands up and just kind of...
Can Lavetta see it over his shoulder?
I mean, yeah, because he's kind of getting up. You see something along the lines of "You belong," and as he approaches the three of you, he kind of just throws the sort of clipboard and ink and quill on the ground in front of you all before walking away.
Does Lavetta share what he wrote?
I'll step forward and pick up the clipboard.
It says "You belong in Phobos." You can give me a religion check.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, religion.
I think we encountered that before, but religion anyway.
This is the equivalent of Hell's.
Yeah.
He's essentially...
Damning me.
Yeah.
Is he fully gone?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! Told you the fucking guy fucking sucked.
He gave us information, didn't he?
Stab him!
He still gave us information.
Zara kicks the door.
Athletics.
I'm gonna grab up the writing utensils that he threw.
Zara. Kick a hole straight into the metal. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
As your foot goes through the metal, images flash in your mind. And at first it's blood, it's gross, it's gore, it's scary. But then you almost feel like something's reading you. And you start to see familiar faces from your past. Your history. You see his face. You see the ambassador's face. You see your friends. Those who have betrayed you. You instinctively pull your foot out and kind of back away.
Stop it with the doors with no handles.
The metal
stumbles back.
fuses.
Yeah, no doors with no handles anymore.
Let's not touch those.
Okay, so he said that it's a loop. I'm kind of like reading over the things that he wrote down.
Flora is gonna investigate the door without trying not to touch it.
What are you investigating?
Just to see if I can discern what's causing the metal to fuse back together specifically, because that's the thing that Flora has seen.
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
It is not a magic you are proficient in. The magic itself. Let me be very mindful of how I put this. The magic itself is simple. Well, I can't tell you the school of magic, but it's simple magic that would be like. It's the same type of magic that Zara wears an outfit that can repair itself. It's the exact same kind of magic as that, right? It's just a mending type of magic that just fuses this back together. However, its origins are not the same as yours, and you are able to detect that in sort of the way it's crafted. It takes you a second because you do not see this a lot, but what you are feeling and what you are seeing as to the origin of this magic is psionics.
Oh God, what? Flora immediately takes 5 steps back.
Quick word on how psionics work in my world. They are not too indifferent to regular leyline magic. The two main types of magic are going to be your domain magics and your arcane magics. They're very similar. One's just a little bit more base numbers, whereas the other is more calculated. Psionics is still an arcanic magic, in the same sense that you would do it. However, the thing about the thing about psionics is that they are completely separated from the ley lines. Psionic users essentially use the internal ley line energy in their body separated from the lines. So it's similar to ki, how like monks would use ki, but monks are still connected to the ley lines. Psionics are not. It is like, think of it like little eddies, like a stream, right? Occasionally little eddies will form. It's like that. It's like a pseudo mix of domain and arcana, but if you're curious and all that, I will post it in the TT or OBR discussion for you guys who want to learn more.
That's this psionic energy.
What is that? What does it mean? Like,
Well, they're magic users like those of us who cast spells. Well, they're more similar to myself. However, it's the caster. A psionic caster is completely separated from the world's ley line energy, and draws upon their own in order to affect the world, versus me, who draws upon the leyline energy of the world to affect the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I don't recommend touching the doors that have no handles.
Okay.
Especially
Does it tell the
considering-
future?
No. I mean, there are spells in every. Well, not every domain, but there are spells available that can attempt to divine the future, but the future isn't set in stone. It's still based
Does
upon
this-
choices you make.
Door do that?
No. It just, as far as I can tell, Leon, it mends itself. I don't know what you or Athlia might have, what caused your headaches.
Yeah,
I have no idea what happened there because you haven't said anything.
Yeah.
No one's explained it to me.
Just saw some things.
Or like things.
Memories? Things you don't believe have happened yet?
So it's definitely something that hasn't happened yet.
Perhaps it was drawing upon your fears to create a nightmare of your
Create torment.
yeah, to torment you? After all, the guy did say torment a lot.
What?
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I can live with that.
Fess.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just deciding if I want to give you more information. Yep.
You're fine. So if this is a loop, we should probably see what the rest of the loop is, but carefully. If there are traps, you said something about traps. What happened with the trap?
Lovetta.
I didn't notice any traps. I'm just saying it's wise to just be aware.
What made the noise?
That
Out of character. Cough, cough, saw blade, cough, cough.
no, I know, but like,
Is this
My-
Lovetta just
This is
being a shit? Or is Shan being a
Little bit.
shit? Shan's just not telling you about the traps because she's a little shit.
no, I'm not. No, genuinely, I thought you meant like in the general walls. I didn't know you were referring to the actual figure itself. So she's like, oh yeah, I kind of got almost killed by another statue that didn't give a shit whether I was invisible or not, but there was like this saw blade that came out of the wall. It was
Are we sure it's
The
connected to the
statue?
statue? Like,
it didn't trigger until I got close enough. So I'm pretty sure you guys could. Sorry, go on.
Then it could have been a pressure plate? Right?
Yeah, that's what I was. Either a pressure plate or some sort of
Sensor.
Tripwire?
Yeah, I don't know why.
But the invisibility.
It's why it needs to be a pressure plate or something.
I'm gonna be in trouble later.
But the invisibility. No. Listen, I got you information.
So
I mean, we
step
can go there
slightly.
if you want to have a go at it. I'm happy to like.
Well, we've got to continue in the loop in one direction or another.
Yeah.
We need to find that main hall.
Knowing that there's a trap this way, maybe we can figure out what's triggering it and disable it. Who
I
knows?
would have liked to have asked that guy about the thing that chased him before he lost his mouth, but clearly
I mean, I figured he'd go into it. He might still be around there.
He's
I
not
don't
going
think
to
he's
answer.
Yeah,
gonna
so
want
maybe
to
we
talk
should
to
not go
us.
in the direction of the flesh mount.
It went west, did it not?
It went
the other way.
It
Went
went
behind.
west.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So we go that way.
Yeah.
Just don't go past the corner of the wall, okay? At the end of the hall, I'll tell you when we get there.
Okay.
Zara, you see the same man from before, prostrated in front of the statue. His arm and half of his cloak seems to be completely missing. Blood slowly dripping down his arm as he's just laying in front of this.
He got a lot closer than I did.
That's
He just kind of sat there looking
Anyway,
up at the statue.
Something not right with that one.
Are you gonna?
Something not right with the racist?
Okay, lots of things not right with the racist.
Did you just get that he was racist, Shan? Is that why you made that noise?
Yeah, I just realized I didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
he's a
I just-
racist
I just-
sellout.
I just thought he didn't like crows.
No,
He didn't like Althea either.
Oh.
In fact,
Yeah, he
he
didn't like
really didn't like Althea because a lot of people consider tieflings to be unpure. Well, not a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
was
people. Not a lot of people. I should preface. It's like one of those like.
No, I'm kidding.
What'd you say, Melina?
I said I agree, and I was like, no, not really. It was true.
It's not like a common thing like it is in the Forgotten Realms, like the D&D stuff. This is more like a zealot thing.
So
so
we
you
can't
saw
really
like the
use
silver
him as a
sword.
meat. We can't use him as a meat shield then.
I mean, be my guess.
I mean, the thing isn't attacking him like it did to me.
Or it wasn't the statue at all.
He lost an arm. It's like it probably went off.
Yeah, but he went past the. What I'm saying is, it's probably just in the wall. Something about passing this section.
Don't go near that corner. Go on the right side of the table if you go past it. But I don't have a good feeling about this.
Alright, Han Solo.
Wow.
I make dated references.
Be my guest. Send the tiefling in.
So where were you when the thing went off, or something happened?
She points. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to. She points to the corner that's to the left of the table.
Okay.
Are you visible or invisible still?
Hi! I'm still invisible. Then she's like, oh yeah. She's like, oh yeah. Don't go to the left of that table.
All right. Can I try stepping forward to here?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Are we not gonna like investigate, or are we just gonna like
Zara's
do, like, a
looking
Russian
around to see for
roulette?
any signs of any triggers of any traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception check from the two of you.
Perception. Okay.
I'll take one from Fast as well. Alright. You guys see nothing right now.
Right.
Keeps looking in front of her.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Floor. Be
you
careful.
guys just
Floor.
fly? Couldn't you just
Uh-uh.
fly? No.
Wings aren't strong enough to fly. Have to have somewhere to glide from.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Not that I can do that either. My wings are broken.
Do I see anything from here, or anything happen once I move here?
I will tell you when you do.
Okay.
Just keep moving.
So we don't need
tile
to
by
keep
tile.
rolling.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you if you guys spot anything. At
Okay,
least for
I'm
this
gonna move
room.
here.
Nothing?
This is feeling like hot and cold. Here.
Nothing.
Here.
I will. Yes. Directly in front of you, you notice in the ground a small little plate.
Okay.
And you notice here, you notice essentially in a line a bunch of plates that go across here.
Okay.
What the fuck are these? What?
Can I crouch down and with the end of my bow, like leaning back, but with the end of my bow, like push the plate?
Sorry, I found a new toy.
I'm not bleeding.
I found a new toy.
She's breathing fire.
I found a new toy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you should be doing that for this guy, because he's bleeding out over here,
this?
prostrated in front of a statue.
Poor guy.
Oh my god, it's
Having
on
hands
snow.
is gonna look great. Oh my god. Put their on Zara.
Yes. Yes, because Zara's light.
Zara's like
So
glowing.
you need to put one of the effects.
I wonder if I can
Okay.
put an effect on you. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Go ahead.
Yes, you are. Alright, so
I don't have
I'm
ADHD.
crouched down, like, on the floor, and with just the very end of my bow, I am... Nope, because I don't want to injure my bow. I'm going to use my sickle, one of my hand sickles, and I'm just going to reach out, and I'm just going to, like, obviously crouching away from it based on what...
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. Or can I use my... Ooh, I'm going to step back and use my mage hand to...
Okay.
To try and
with my hand sickle and just like push one of the plates.
It is. Jerry cannot give enough bit of force
Okay.
because it's 10. You can only use. It can lift 10 pounds. I
Yeah.
take that as 10 pounds of force as well.
Yeah,
So.
that's fine. All right, I'm gonna push it with the end of my bow then.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand to see if you're able to kind of knock this off of it.
Oy, oy, oy. Sleight of hand.
Yes, what are you?
I like how she probably has. They probably have a dagger and are still like using their bow.
No shit. Like, okay, maybe not bow. I
Well,
don't want it to get cut.
The thing goes past. You're not in the range of it, so you're fine.
Okay. Is my bow okay?
Your bow's fine.
Okay, good. All right. Can I see any other plates, or is it literally just the line of plates like on that grid?
Nope. You see 15, so it's like 3 tiles in front of you, and then that whole grid.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna communicate that to everyone. Like, okay, anything going up to this statue is not good. Gonna trigger a trap.
Then how did he get over that?
What?
Well, clearly he just
Or
He lost an
His
arm!
is
Yeah.
missing.
he lost an arm and part of his cloak.
He seems
Yeah,
unbothered by it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
also
he'll-
a fucking racist.
He'll be unbothered by it when I take blame his ass on.
Yes, but like, we could always use his body to like. No, actually, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Before I step back, can I tell if that like plate stays depressed or does it slide back up?
It slides back up.
Okay, so it resets itself. All right.
What happens if it's held down and isn't let? Like, it's not let back up. Does it
I
keep
don't know.
fire? Do you wanna?
Can
have a
I
go?
can I send Jerry over there to have a look? Hopefully he won't be as traumatized this time.
Where are you sending Jerry?
Just closer to the statue.
Give me. I need a dexterity saving throw from you for Jerry.
Okay. He's not touching anything.
I know. You'll see.
Okay.
There might not just be one trap.
You watch as this guy reaches up and grabs Jerry, cupping him in his hand.
Jerry is technically a spirit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like,
It's still a physical thing.
yeah. Okay. Okay, so this guy has Jerry now.
Yeah, he picks up Jerry, and you watch as he tries to take it to his mouth, like he's trying to eat Jerry, but he doesn't have a mouth.
Right.
So he's like,
and he only has one arm, so
So is it okay for me to destroy this guy now?
I think we should.
Sarah walks closer. Does she see any other traps, or is it literally the only thing there?
it's just those.
Throws a dagger in his back.
Give me an attack.
Jeez.
Well, and I'm casting Sacred Flame.
Okay, both attack. You
Sacred
get
Flame.
your assassin's shit as well, Zara.
Right, hold on. What is that again? Advantage, so I'm just gonna roll again.
Take damage from both of you.
Do I get sneak attack, right?
Mm-hmm. You throw the dagger, and he bursts in flames. Jerry kind of flutters back, and this guy he doesn't make any noise, really. He just kind of shrivels up as he burns. Jerry flies over. The guy's dead.
Okay, cool.
But
I say we pick up his body and use it as a meat shield in case we trigger any of the traps.
I'm not carrying that.
But you watch as the burnt flesh starts to crack. He starts to move again. He sort of like yanks up back to the position he was. Like a puppet string has pulled him. You watch as his arm regrows back. His mouth is still missing, but his eye regrows back as well. And then quickly, the mouth, after everything else is healed, opens up again. And you see him kind of just shaking on his knees. He's alive again.
Can we just go to the main hall?
He pulls the
And
dagger
deal with
out
what
of
it
his back.
was. I don't really need that back.
This seems kind of important, guys.
Yeah, I think this is important to understand.
He stands up. You see him take a breath again. It's the first time since you killed him. And he starts walking towards you.
We should probably go.
I'm just waiting for him to.
As he does, each blade swings.
Nice.
He walks through. You see him lose a leg, an arm, and he kind of just is like collapses on the floor in front of you. Fess, as he's like dragging himself across the floor with the knife, trying to stab your foot.
Okay, I'm gonna step. Hello? Can we kill this guy again?
Maybe that's what he meant by a loop.
Escape.
Zara walks back and
Escape.
steps on his arm with the dagger.
No, 1 second.
Oh. No escape. He means you can't escape via death either.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, which is why we should not get him back to full health again. Steps
Yeah.
on the, hand holding the dagger.
Sorry, what are you guys doing? Sorry, there was a knock at my door.
We need to restrain
Okay,
him?
did you hear?
You're stepping on his hand,
Yeah.
drops the dagger.
Grabs the dagger. Back. Okay, no longer has a weapon.
We can't die.
Mm-hmm.
Eternal
Closer to him.
punishment.
Probably deserve it.
Piece of shit.
He's like crawling on the ground, his hands broken. He's not in a good way.
Okay.
Well, he's not armed anymore.
You all
He still has both arms?
No, he lost one of them.
Okay.
A door opens up, hidden in the wall from the noise and the commotion. What are you guys
Nope.
doing?
Go. Go.
Yeah, run.
He's gonna kick the guy towards.
No way. Is that a fucking gate?
No, that gate's not there.
Oh, thank God.
Eplea's gonna kind of like kick the guy a little bit so he's
He looks at you, fear in his eyes. Althea, what are you doing?
Eplea runs with the others.
All you guys hear as you abandon this man to his fate are those similar noises of bones cracking, flesh ripping, screams, and then silence.
I'm gonna stay at this corner and just watch, like, what happens with the flesh beast thing.
To be a perception check.
Okay.
Oh dear God.
I just want to know if it's gonna circle around behind us. Perception.
You watch as the second it touches him, his mouth sort of vanishes. And then a new mouth appears on the creature.
Okay.
And then you watch as like bits of this sort of like fleshy thing, and starts like the teeth start like biting into him and tearing him.
Okay.
Breaks. He's covered in blood. He's, ripping out one of his eyes again before it spits him out against the wall, and he's just kind of laying there before the creature. Kind of begins to move forward to kind of get an idea of what you're going on with.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm
Fast?
moving away down the hall.
Okay.
Does it seem like it's
More-
pursuing us?
The group who's at the top, you see more alcoves in more rooms.
Leah's gonna try and go to one of the doors.
The doors open. Once you open the door, I'll tell you what you see inside. As you open this door, you see what appears to be sort of a large table with little manacles at the top and bottom. You notice there's some sort of contraption where they can rotate a crank, and there's like a crank on the side of it. You'd have to get closer to understand like what the purpose of it is. As you approach, give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence, where are you? I've lost my intelligence. There it is.
I think we left our intelligence outside when we decided to enter this place.
You're kind of figuring it out. You're looking at the gears and you kind of grab it and spin it a little bit. You watch as like the manacles are pulled backwards, like up along the length of this sort of like table. So like it's meant to like pull someone.
I love medieval torture.
You also notice the manacles are still shut and locked, but there's no one in them.
Okay, that's weird. Leah leaves the room.
There a clipboard?
There is, if you wish to grab it.
Leah grabs the clipboard and she hands it to Zara. Clipboard.
Patient.
I can't read this language.
JP Duckworth. Diagnosis: neurasthenia.
What?
Diagnosis: neurasthenia.
Neurophenia?
Asthenia. I can't pronounce fucking language. You can put it in the chat.
Neurasthenia. Is that what you said?
There it is.
Neurasthenia.
Kind of weird that they be in a place like this for something like that.
Zara, In the alcove above you, you see spiders crawling across the walls.
Ah!
That alcove that you just walked into, yep. Okay.
Hi.
You were
Are
I'm
you
fucking sorry
okay?
that scared this, but I am. What did I message you?
Lavetta's like spiders, where?
There. I don't know where you
Oh
are,
my god,
but I'm pointing there.
That's tiny. It's fine. Come on. And then
Spiders in a place like this never is a good sign.
I mean, neither is a flesh-eating monster, but I take the spiders over the monster at this point.
Agreed. Although I'm not in the room with y'all.
Spider Schmiders is fine.
Zara keeps an eye out to make sure nothing else comes from the alcove.
As you open this door, you see another, what appears to be a living chambers. However, the bed appears to have chains attached to it. It's possible the other ones did, but it's not clear now. Again, the manacles seem to be locked in place with no occupant. You also notice at the head of the bed, where the pillow is, there is a hanging above it what appears to be a bucket full of water that never empties, slowly dripping onto where the person's head would have been.
Oh boy, this really is a place of torture.
Ask me about my
You
week
now realize
at
that?
Guantanamo Bay.
I mean, yes, but why? Why would we be here? We don't. I mean, if we don't deserve to be here, it stands to reason that we'd be able to get back out.
But the people who belonged in here seem to be the ones who got out. As
The
evidenced
experiments.
Good
by
point.
the manacles.
Okay.
Could have just killed them all and triggered something weird.
Zara, go ahead and zoom out for me and look all the way down at the end of the corridor.
The fuck?
You spot two red eyes in
Guys,
the darkness again.
guys.
And by the time she points it out, it's gone.
What?
What?
Creature, wait. I am somehow, hold on. I'm trying, there we go. Creature, way, that way. Eyes, red.
We're probably going to have to.
Confront it.
We're gonna have to confront one of the two of them.
Probably just have to go straight there. If that's where maybe that's where the main hall is.
The red lights seem more friendlier than that. Let's be fair.
Zara, to your right, you see what appears to be some sort of open. Well, it's not really clear. You would assume this is a portal, though portals aren't really that common here. But based on how it looks like a pond, sort of vertical, like water, and how it sort of ripples, you'd imagine what that is. It appears to be in a doorway of some sort.
Can I find a pebble somewhere?
Sure, yeah, easy.
Throws it in.
Nothing happens.
I also don't hear just a pebble falling in a bucket.
You don't hear anything.
The pebble just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
plan goes somewhere.
What is it?
It goes somewhere, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it's the exit or something bad is going to happen.
I mean, how about we wait on taking the unknown portal until we've exhausted some other options?
Okay.
We take her with us.
There's another guy there.
Washing bucket.
Portable portal.
What about down here?
I see guy. Does he look normal?
No, he has a blindfold on, and he is sat on the ground, holding his knees against the chest, rocking back and forth, muttering something.
Do I hear what he is muttering?
Not from this. No, you have observant. He is saying, you can, as you read his lips, my fault, my fault, my fault.
Alright, there's a guy there. He's blindfolded, but he keeps saying my fault, and he's probably right.
He's wearing the robes and has a pin.
Looks very similar to the other guy. I'm gonna see if I can find the eyes. Maybe that's the main hall. I'm gonna make sure that I don't step on anything now.
Before they get too far away from me, does it seem like this thing is chasing us, or?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna go catch up with them then.
Before Zara
I more just wanted to know if we needed to duck into a room and avoid it.
runs away with light source, I saw some candles down here.
They're all burnt. It's just like burnt remnants of candles.
Oh, okay. I was hoping there was
And
one
on
I
the
could light,
police.
Wait, is that a main hall or is that just a random room?
'cause I don't know yet. I can't see. I don't have the
Sorry, I'm back. Lamp is back.
Lamp.
Lamp.
It looks like there's another one of those statues of
Another
those.
statue.
Does it look like exactly the same as the other ones we've seen? Like they all...
Some
Oh,
of
the
the
same
stone
god?
has fallen off, but this appears to be a weird alcove. I'm not quite sure what its purpose would be unless you look further.
I think we need to investigate.
Right, I'll first... She's first like checking the area for pressure plates, trip wires, anything that stands out.
Investigation.
I'd help, but I'm not proficient.
Me neither.
No, nothing great. I mean, you just don't see anything out of the ordinary here.
It just looks fine.
But
But why are
Zara,
all the candles
Yeah.
burnt down?
you feel like you're being watched.
Do I have a sense of where I'm being watched from?
No. You just feel uneasy.
Does anyone see the eyes?
Looks straight into the eyes of the statue.
Nope.
Feel watched. I think we're being watched.
I'll go check it out. Hopefully, if I can find them.
But I'm in a corridor, so I don't know how they're watching me unless they're coming from the weird pool over there or the statue.
Philia's gonna cast detect magic on that weird pulley thingy magic.
Give me... Alright, so you cast... Detect Magic.
It's detect magic, yeah.
It is... Conjuration Magic. Weak. Nothing significant. The thing is, in my world, teleportation is kind of risky, right? So people don't just leave portals open willy-nilly. And if they did exist, they were created by someone very powerful. Likely are very short distances.
So, like, within the city, short distance?
I can't tell with that spell.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Me, mister.
This one's facing the opposite direction compared to the other
Probably
one.
just
It's
on
like
the
a
other side of the
mirror.
loop.
Well, yeah, the loop is hopefully symmetrical, but why are all of these candles completely burnt out and the other ones are still lit?
Oh, the ones were lit on the other side?
I thought they were.
Does Zara notice anything special about the statue except for some stones, like...
Oh shit, thank you for the raid. No, not with your investigation, no.
What
Should
about
we
the
just try
thing it
taking
has
this?
It has a sword and...
She touches the gem.
There's no gem. That's just the map.
She touches the sword.
It's a stone sword.
Well, it looks like a fucking statue.
Yeah.
Does she still feel like she's being watched?
Mm-hmm.
Does she still feel like she's being watched?
No.
That statue is looking at us.
It's something in the statue then. Yeah?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a statue.
I mean, if it was just the statue...
The minute I went around the corner, I felt more at ease.
I mean, if it was just a statue, it probably would have... If it could have, it probably would have done something. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Let's see what I have. I have some dark common clothes still on me. Can I just grab whatever works and tie it around the eyes of the statue? Like a blindfold?
Aren't you wearing those clothes? Oh, I guess. Oh no, that was your other clothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You're still being watched.
Damn it! No, it's not the eyes.
I'd like to cast
Is it holding something that might be watching us?
Detect Magic. And look at the statue.
The statue is not magical.
Maybe something's watching us through the portal?
Kicks the candles.
You feel, as you start kind of desecrating,
I don't like it.
you feel a little bit more at peace.
Okay, yeah, no, fuck the candles!
You're still being
Wait,
watched.
what? Phrasing.
Fuck the candles!
Continues desecrating.
Zara, you feel something reaching out for your mind.
She starts like swatting around her, even.
Zara?
I feel like something's trying to fucking get me!
It's gentle, but there is something reaching and waiting for your permission.
Okay, it doesn't feel hostile. So, just keep an eye on me, and if need be, knock me out. How about that? Okay?
Okay.
If it doesn't knock you out itself,
I just mean it feels like it's like trying to, communicate or something. But if it like takes over my mind, when I turn weird, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I hate this.
Wait, no.
But she
I'm in.
lets it happen.
As you do, images start flashing in your mind. Pleasant images, good memories. Before you just see an image of darkness and a hand reaching out.
Sarah?
She felt very at ease, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels very good.
Yeah.
I feel like mentally grab the hand.
You start to see images of a lot. You hear screams, you hear various torture, you hear laughter. But again, you feel at ease as you are listening to this. Not to say that you're okay with this, but it's less.
It's like it feels like something is just sharing information and not necessarily trying to scare. That kind of stuff? Okay.
Yeah. You see the different rooms and you see various patients of a wide variety of species, genders. Some people, look terrified and scared. You see them being tortured by the various techniques that you've seen. You see further techniques that you haven't recognized before. You see the fear in their eyes. You see the doctors, or the clerics. Doctors isn't the right word. You see the clerics, or the sort of cultists, I guess, walking around in the robes, clipboards, the pins against their cloaks. Walking around, confused. Not confused, sorry, my apologies, sorry, my brain jumped. They're walking around, you see some of them casting spells on the various patients, some of which are barely clothed. And then you see a doorway, a larger doorway that you haven't seen here yet. And that's the last image you see.
She tilts her head, looking at the statue. She's like, If they misused your domain, I am terribly sorry.
You don't get a response to that.
Let's find. We need to find. We don't need to look at all the rooms anymore. It's just gonna be more of the same. Well, different, but the same. We need to find like a very big, large doorway. But yeah, all these guys suck.
Okay.
Look like we should kill them when we come across them, or at least wound them quite a bit, or
I think this place got it.
okay.
But they were not hesitant about anything they've done here. Ugh. Yikes. I hate it.
Okay.
People being held against their will. Fucking hate it.
Okay.
But let's just try to find like a large doorway.
Okay.
Whatever it was that showed me that at least seemed friendly towards us.
Or at least not hostile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt like they were just sharing what happened, not just showing me for the sake of it.
Okay.
Where's Lovetta? Do we actually know where Lovetta is? Lovetta?
I believe Lovetta is still invisible.
Yeah, that's why. Lovetta?
Taps her on the shoulder.
He's here.
This is fun. I should do this more often.
You never should have learned that.
Okay, so we're still feeling watched here. We think it's probably coming from the pool.
No, you're not being watched there.
Oh,
It was just Zara.
And it was just Sarah.
oh, okay. All right,
She has a really high perception.
gotcha.
Are you sure you don't want to go through the pool? I mean,
Yeah, I want to
yes.
find a doorway first.
Wouldn't you
Okay.
guys be able to see Valen? Is
Yes.
Vanander is invisible.
So
Hi,
if-
buddy.
So if I'll just stay walking with him, then you guys can see where I am.
Althea,
yeah.
were you intending to go through that portal, or?
She sounds like she's smiling.
She does. Send in the tiefling. Do it.
I see a shiny portal. Yeah, she's gonna.
Oh.
She's gonna.
So as you guys start walking down the corridor, you see Althea sort of just back up and churn
No
to
one
the portal.
notices.
Floor, you're still back here.
Yeah, Althea! Althea! What are you doing?
Shiny portal.
I understand, but we don't know where that goes. We don't know if you'll be able to come back.
I'll be fine.
You don't know that! None of us know that!
It doesn't feel dangerous. It's fine. I'll be
Alright, can you really tell how a portal feels? You can't
She's
see
an
what's on the
empath,
other
so-
side.
I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. I
No!
promise.
We don't know if you'll be able to come back.
Althea ignores. I'm just going through it.
Okay,
That was
where
coming.
is everyone standing right now? Is it where your tokens are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the deal with this guy in the corner?
I'll get to that in a
Blindfolded
second.
and says it's his fault.
Oh, right. Okay.
As Althea, her hand touches what she thought was a portal. Blue energy shines brightly in a cone coming from the portal itself. Floor and Althea, I need a wisdom save. My chair is very squeaky.
Yeah.
Okay. Floor and Althea. Okay, let me double check.
Althea!
Okay, I will explain what happens here in just a second.
Oh no.
I just need to move a few things. The two of you, this light flashes just immensely bright, like a flashbang, right? So bright that you kind of instinctively close your eyes as it like gives you that sort of like ghostly, like, you know what I'm talking about, like when something shines in your eyes and you get that sort of ghostly hue of what just remains.
Like a halo,
Mhm.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, you like, oh, you're kind of like closing your eyes because it's an instinct at that point. It's so bright. And the two of you are magically inclined. You feel yourself sort of encased in magic very quickly, and then I'm not. And as you open your eyes, you are both in two very different scenarios. Floor, you find yourself in a busy city street. Various humans walking, going about their day, shops, selling things, the sun bright above the sky. People seem happy, but as they brush past you, they kind of just give you this uneasy look. All of them. I need I need a sanity roll from you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You got this.
+4.
Okay. +4.
I have an 18. Yep.
So, you can choose now whether you decrease your sanity by 1 or suffer an effect. Now, there is a chance still you might lose some of your sanity, but there's a higher chance. It's kind of like a, do you take the 1? I mean, the way I'll put it, 70% chance you don't lose any sanity.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll go with the effect.
D100.
90.
Oh. You got very lucky.
Oh, good.
I
Let
don't
me
like
just put
that.
it this, if it was 1 or higher, you would have suffered a permanent sanity debuff. Your sanity is going to decrease by 1 from this effect. So mark it down 1, okay?
I'm trying.
You might just have to type the number in.
Yeah, I had to type the number in.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20. Oh, fuck me. All right. This fits. For the next 25 hours, you are unable to take a rest due to the sheer anxiety that your character is facing. She feels exceptionally anxious. Oh, sorry, they. But they? For... Yeah. She feels exceptionally anxious, nervous. Everything is a threat. She is unable to take a rest, which means with being 25 hours, she will likely take a point of exhaustion after this rest. But this continues. You are in a room, eyes on you all around. Althea, the bringer of this decision, you...
Little shit.
Little shit. You
Yes.
smell fire. The smell of burnt wood, flesh. You look around, you feel the cold beneath you as you are laying in the snow. Buildings on fire. Blood soaking the pristine white snow. And you see it. The subject of your nightmares. Running towards you. Barreling towards you. Give me a sanity roll. So d20 plus whatever your thing is. What's your addition? Your modifier? What's the number? 14, right? So 2.
Yeah.
So you have to hope that I roll a 9 or lower. Would you like to lose a point or roll for it?
I'll roll for it.
Roll me a d100. Decrease your sanity by 1. So it's now 13. All right.
Yep.
As this vision continues, I'm going to be very mindful of how I say this. The subject of your nightmares approaches, reaches out for you. Flash of light, resets. You're in the snow, burning all around you. Things running at you again, reaching out. And it's just over and over and over again. This causes you to feel exhausted. Take 2 points of exhaustion, which I believe is under conditions on the new sheet. If you click on conditions on the right.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Maybe exhaustion isn't in there? Oh, it is. Yeah, exhaustion level.
Yes, where is it?
Scroll to the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see it. You said 2.
This means you have disadvantage on all ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Shit.
The others, you watch as the two vanish in a bright flash of light. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
The guy above you is sitting on the ground, knees rocking back and forth, saying, "My fault, my fault, my fault."
As Floor disappears, I'm gonna run back here.
Did they get out?
I don't see them.
Well, does that mean they got out?
Zara, in the darkness behind you, the two red lights appear again.
He turns around.
You feel
Hello?
not uneasy, just being watched.
So not this being watched that she's used to, basically.
No, it's the same one from before.
Like the same feeling that she had. Can't point. There.
Same one down there.
Okay. I think I saw those eyes again, but I think it was them that showed me.
So, not hostile?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Maybe
That's not my feeling.
Trying to lead you somewhere.
I think so, but
How do we... Do I see anything that would lead me to believe that there's anything? Do I have anything to go on other than I know they went in the pool?
Nothing.
do these two...
I mean, you can give me an investigation check, or an arcana check.
I think investigation would be better. Investigation. The same difference.
Nothing.
What if they can help? What?
I don't think more of us should go in there.
We don't know where they went. They could just be out, but at the same time they could be locked in one of these rooms. Oh shit! This one is locked. This one is not a normal door. This one a normal door.
As you open that door, there appears to be laying on the bed what appears to be just like a metal helmet that someone was just like fused into. But there's no one in there.
That would flee on the floor. I think we should find it. She just keeps going.
Let's see if we can find the main room, then go look for them.
Instead of moving both, you can left click and drag the rectangle over both icons and you can move them together.
Thank you.
Yes. Because I've been having to do that with Cherry.
Zara, you see the doors that you saw. They don't open. Let me close it again. Oh, wait. There we go. But you see the doors that you saw. Oh, why is the door... Second. There we go.
Yeah.
You see it.
Saw nothing.
Okay, I see the door, but she wants to go there, but she will check out the area in front of her for anything like she saw on the other side.
Or perception, if you're looking for... Yeah, perception. You don't see any traps.
Just opens the door then.
As you open the door... Oh, why are some of the stuff didn't save? Sorry. That wall was...
Hold on, close the door for a second.
No, the door's fine. You're fine. It was just that wall for some reason. As you enter, you see a large sort of... It looks almost like a surgery theater, but not really. Because there's a table in the center, and you see little tables with notes on it, but a table in the center that would have been for a quote-unquote patient. But it's... Well, what's interesting about this place is, one, it looks very ritualistic. Two, the center table, the manacles are just busted. The metal is completely warped and broken. As you start to look a little bit more, you start to notice something very unsettling. There are humanoid remains scattered across this place. You see bones, blood, all of them wearing robes, wearing the pin. However, you also notice some more unsettling things. In one of the walls, there is what appears to be a man's face and arms, like he's been fused into the wall itself and is now made of stone. You see another one who is completely frozen in place, like he's been petrified completely. To the other corner, you see what appears to be just a sphere of someone who used to be probably a human or an elf, compressed into the size of a football. It is eerie, but it's almost like it all came from that center table. The way things are sort of exploded out.
Does it look like someone broke out of the center table?
Yes. You also note a little bits of black fluff around it.
Black fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you are, I'm sorry if they did. Well, they probably did a lot to you.
You see plenty of notepads and clipboards littered about the base.
She starts looking around.
This one's in common.
Excellent words. And then she'll read it.
Patient. Mortimer Oth. Diagnosis: extremely strong psionic power. There's various notes talking about how they wish to test the patient's psionics and to purify them of the impurity. The various tests that they conducted on this poor person. And then you see a note that says, "The city is on lockdown. Therefore, the asylum must be sealed. All other..." It says, you see, it says that, and then it says, "We will continue our experiments on the patient for the time being." Continue to read later, a little bit further. "Further experiments on other patients no longer feasible. Termination shall occur soon. This patient must remain alive." You see a little bit further down. Seems to be dated for the same day. "Food and water supplies dwindling. Patient extremely restless." Another note. "Patient aware of other patient's fate. Termination delayed as fear of resting, or as fear as unsettling the patient occurs." And then you see a final note. "Tests must continue even if patient perishes."
Does she feel watched?
No, not yet. Fast, Lavetta, what are you doing?
I mean, I guess I'm going into this room too.
Well, please move your token. Lavetta?
Sorry, I pressed the wrong. Keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, I'm joining as well.
Zara, you feel watched.
Does she notice the thing yet?
Behind you appears to be a large, pitch black creature. Fluff, sort of in like a halo, like a mane around their neck. Large, beautiful moth wings hooked behind it. 2 red, glowing eyes and large, look to be like feathers, but are instead antennae sticking from the top of the creature's head.
There is no way you cosplayed Mothman and you added him to your campaign.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, they did.
That's kind of badass. Oh my god. Sorry, out of character moment. I'm just
Obviously, yeah.
That's kind of awesome. It's Mothman, guys. Let's go. Just no.
Mothman. Woo.
You notice the legs are double jointed and kind of hunched over a little bit, just kind of watching you.
I don't know if you can hear me or understand me.
You feel a photo in your mind of someone nodding at you.
Okay. I am terribly sorry that they did this to you. I don't think any creature should ever be held against their will, especially not whatever they put you through.
At the word creature, you feel the photos come back and you see images of this room. The various cultists walking around, clipboards in hand, throwing different spells at the center table. But you don't see a creature. You see a gentleman in a little suit. Well, a torn-up suit at this point. Strapped to the table.
I'm sorry if you thought I was being like mean towards you. I just meant in general is that I don't, or at least try not to discriminate against anything, humanoid or not.
Yeah.
I am sorry that they made you this way. Against your will. As I was saying, I don't believe in any of this. Whatever they did in any way, not even just the capturing it. Is there something you want us to do, or do you just want us to not talk about what happened here and let you continue what is happening, or?
We've lost our friends.
The creature kind of looks at you, Fess, before you feel images in your mind. Do you push against them, or do you let them enter?
No, I'll let them in.
You see pictures of Althea laying in the snow. You see Ori in a crowd of people. And then you, just now, saying the word friends. And then there's like a sort of intonation change towards the end, like you're questioning.
Yes, those are our friends. They went in the pool.
You see the creature, the eyes sort of blink a little bit. And then you watch as the little antennae on it flicker a little bit. And both Althea and Floor return. Floor, let me move you. Sorry, there you go. Behind, in a flash of light.
Thank you. I'm gonna run to Floor.
Flora's standing there hugging herself.
Is it okay if I go to my friend?
Step back and nod.
Okay, I didn't want him to feel like I was rushing at him. I'm gonna like go up to Floor and embrace them and like check them to make sure they're okay. Floor, are you okay?
Is very much not okay.
Doesn't respond.
Okay.
Do you? Oh, are you leaving?
Just kind of stood there, like it's.
She walks closer.
Overwhelmed.
It's okay. Do you want us to do anything for you? Is there something we can help you with?
There's sort of like a thought process, and then images flash again, flashing images of the statue, the pin on the cleric's or the cultist's cloaks, and then you see the man sort of prostrated in front of that statue as he was worshiping it, and he shows a photo of you, saying the word "you?" ?
Are you asking if I worship?
The creature nods.
No. I think people should be free from anything, including whatever beings they call themselves gods.
The creature stands silent for a moment. Before Zara, you feel a photo in your mind again. You see the picture, kind of flashed images of the creature, through the conversations you've had, sort of like a weird fast-forwarded version of it. But you hear over it, free from creatures, as if it's questioning if things should be free of it.
You mean... I don't know. Who, in quotation marks, I guess, whoever is in here?
Creature nods.
decide that for you.
The creature kind of looks
At least
ashamed.
those that I kind of interacted with didn't seem to have much remorse.
No, I feel like the people
Perhaps-
who are here deserve what they're getting.
I agree. But does it help you to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? Are you free?
The creature looks down, and all of you here see photos in your mind. Creature flashes an image of itself. Then Fess saying friends. Then flashes images of various people who you presume to be the various patients of this place. Then the word friends again.
They took your friends.
They were.
The creature shakes its head. The creature then shows you images. You watch as the various cultists go into these rooms. With what appears like they're ready to kill. Weapons drawn, spells ready.
He saved.
Then
To get them
another-
out?
Another image flashes. And you watch as that man who was in the center room being tortured, a vast explosion of energy in the creature appears, and then flashes back to the various different patients being tortured and killed, and you see them sort of shimmer and disappear.
You freed your friends.
The creature nods, but there's a solemnness to it.
But now you're alone.
What'd you say, Ori?
Because you can never see them again.
The creature nods.
Did you send them somewhere? Or did you end their suffering?
Creature looks ashamed.
You
You're
are.
all flashed images again, but this time it's slightly different. The various patients across the rooms are already dead. You can see
He wasn't.
what you would assume to be their souls still tethered to that place, trapped there.
He wasn't
By
able to
wh-
save their bodies. Just.
You see sort of magic holding, almost like in chains, holding the souls to the body. Then the explosion. The creature emerges. The body vaporizes, and the soul is released.
Yeah. He was only able to free their spiritual form.
You are extremely brave.
You did what you thought was best.
This will allow them to, if they believed in it, they could reincarnate one day.
Yeah.
You want us to do some sort of funeral for them.
Creature looks sort of solemn, nods.
If we get all the clipboards and try to remember them from you instead of what's on there, and burn those in some sort of ceremony.
But also, is the flesh creature yours?
The creature nods.
Okay.
and then shows you 2 more creatures. Shows you what appears to be an Iron Maiden, like a coffin with spikes in it, and shows you that devouring one of the doctors. And then you see another creature stretching a man alive.
Okay.
Are those in the rooms that we can't get into?
The creature sort of shakes its head, and you watch as, like, from before, when Althea's like kicking her foot into the door, you see as, like, your vision sort of spins around and shows you what's in that room, and it's that snow-laden place, sort of like extreme psionic energy.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Did that sound like a good plan to you?
The creature nods before looking down. You see images of the various sort of staff that still live.
This is not about them. This is about you and your friends. Whatever we need to do to help you be free. What happens to them afterwards, that doesn't matter right now.
The creature nods. In the interest of time, I take it you collect all the clipboards.
Yeah.
Grabbing
Can I
the
also
various
ask the creature if it knows anything about what's going on outside in the city?
Why don't we get to that after this, and then we can
Perfect.
go. Okay. So
I
as you guys,
sensed the timing wasn't quite right, but I did want to
Yeah.
express that I wanted to ask that.
that's fine. Yeah, you grab all the papers, and you kind of make like you get one of the braziers that is lit. And it's interesting now because none of you kind of looked at the candles before, but all of the flames in this place aren't moving. Like they're just
They're not
there.
actually fire.
Like time stood still?
That, or like Vanny just said, they're not just fire. They're not really fire. But, where are you guys gonna burn these?
Right.
Why don't we do it where his torture was carried out in this main area?
That's also what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a ritualistic space.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go in the
Act
center.
of some kind of like purifying this bad space.
Purified.
Locked it off. Who is
Actually
are you starting a
purifying.
fire?
I can
Easy enough. You start a fire. You begin to toss them in. After the creature shares its identities, or the sort of identities and knowledge and personalities of the various patients, one by one, do you dedicate this to any god? Or say any prayers or anything like that?
I might ask if this creature, who was once a man, has a deity or was aware of any deities that his friends worshipped.
You see images clear of this place as you rewind back in time. But then you see before, and it seems fuzzy. As if it can't remember.
Yeah.
Or its memory was stripped from it.
I think kind of a catch-all of like
We're sorry that these souls were damned in this way.
yeah. And if there were
And this
any
is not to
deities
gods, but to friendship.
but also if there were deities that these souls did
Yeah.
behold themselves to, that they found peace with those deities on the other side of this.
To the bond between people lasting ever still.
Mm-hmm. And the fire slowly burns out. The creature takes a deep breath. Fast, I imagine this is when you would ask your question.
Okay.
Creature
I know
shakes
you
its-
have been in here for a while, but the city outside seems to have fallen. Do you know anything about what is going on out there? There's
They're showing
undead
images.
everywhere.
Creature sort of pauses at the word undead, trying to show you images of this place once having windows to the outside, barred windows, but windows nonetheless. You see images of them wandering the halls, and then you see more images as you look outside. Beast-like creatures running on all fours, attacking and ripping the various people to shreds. The same creatures you have seen before, the werewolves, the lycans. But these ones do not. Well, you haven't seen them. I guess
I
you guys
haven't
have.
seen them. Yeah.
No, but you're all seeing these images.
Yeah.
And then you watch as some of the staff of this place, they start casting a spell. The windows become all boarded up. Bricked up.
Yeah.
And then you see the front door, a chain is locked, and then a magical spell is placed on it. As if to trap themselves all in here.
Yeah.
No, that's how we got in here.
The creature kind of looks at you all before showing you an image of what was the wall that replaced the door after you entered, and the door reappearing. You notice as you come out of that image, its little antennae are flickering.
Did you hide the door so that they couldn't leave?
Creature nods.
I see.
Do you want to stay here and continue your work with these people, or do you want to leave with us?
The creature takes a deep breath. You all see images of the remaining various staff members of this place. Let out a final breath. Whatever was animating them, keeping them alive, no longer here. And they sort of, their bodies don't leave anywhere. They're just not moving anymore.
These will have their spirits to leave.
The creature kind of just looks at you all and looks tired.
I'm sure it's been a long road.
See an image of a road before you and a longer road in front of you.
Yes. That's how life is, unfortunately.
The creature kind of looks at you all, flashes images of what appear to be some sort of home. And then Zara saying the word "you" with the question at the end of it.
Do we have a home?
The creature nods.
We have a place we're using as home. It's,
A temporary home, as it were.
it's just outside the city. A couple hours from the wall.
The creature sort of, you can feel it trying to press into your mind for that information. Do you resist it?
No, I'll show him the vineyard.
The creature
The chateau.
Mm-hmm.
lets out a sigh. Before it leads you out of this building, and you open the door. In front of you all, as you open the door, you see sort of the hordes of undead, or what remains of them, sort of stumbling in the alleyways in front of the door. You likely wouldn't be able to escape that way. However,
Yeah.
you watch as the creature's wings unfurl, and in its various little claws tries to, well, it's able to pick up 4 of you, and then is happy to get the last one. And then kind of looks at Lavetta of like, can you... like, it's sensing you, but it can't really figure out how to, like, pick you up.
Well,
Or make this easier.
Be a spider.
oh, okay. She also turns into a moth.
Oh, well, technically you have a flying speed, but that's fine. I think it's adorable for today.
Not in flying moth.
Yeah, you're a little moth, and you kind of land on Zara's shoulder, and
So
creature picks up the 4 of you, and the wings unfurl, and you're shot up into the air. And it's a bird's eye view of the city that you haven't had yet.
Yeah.
You see what look like little ants moving through, but you know to be the undead. There's so much destruction and sort of chaos built in the fortifications across this entire city. You see the large inner wall that leads to the upper part of the city that is no longer, or you can't really see over it based on like the height difference.
Mm-hmm.
But the creature flies you up over the outer wall, and you watch as this occurs. Several what appear to be flying creatures, sort of gargoyle-ish, bat-like, fly up and start to chase you all in the sky. But luckily, the moth's little antenna wiggle and sort of distracts the various creatures who don't really see you for a second before you guys land at the chateau, one by one, dropping you off. The creature sort of lands in the I guess like the open plaza area.
Yeah.
Outside the chateau. For kind of like fluttering its little wings from the snow that it kicked up when it was flying.
You want to stay here for a bit?
The creature looks at you and looks exhausted. Like it's been just going and going.
Make yourself at home.
Yeah, come and rest.
The creature can't smile, but you feel warmness and happiness.
I'm not sure what type of.
There are lots of
rest he
books
wants.
inside. I don't know what you read or if you read, but there's plenty of entertainment.
What did you say, Ori?
I'm like, I'm not sure that's the type of rest he wants.
Wait, what?
Or he's
human
over here
blob
trying to
that-
kill off our beautiful Mothman.
I don't know if he wants to die or not.
We
okay?
love Mothman.
Let him die. I love
You
him.
can.
I like him too, but
You're not killing Mothman.
like long roads, man.
We do have a lamp. Sorry. Okay.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
The creature kind of like you watch as it tries to like get through the door and has to like kind of squeeze itself in to get into the door before like kind of
wasn't
looking
there a better entrance for this?
and then looks to the side and is like sees like a nice big tree and then just flies up and curls up in the tree.
Will you be warm up there?
You watch the creature sort of like its little antenna flickers and like a little scarf appears around its neck.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys seem to have a friend now.
Yay!
Just casually picked up a Mothman.
I love that you added him to this. That's amazing.
I'm gonna have to
This is
nerf him somehow.
great.
He's gonna be very tired
Yeah.
for the time being.
He's
I mean,
got
he
like
has, for the
27
last-
marks of exhaustion.
Yeah, for like the last 7 years, he's been going nonstop. So like,
He
it
needs
kind of
some
makes
sleep.
sense. He needs to do his little cocoon. But yeah, I think we will.
I totally want to spend like a few days like making a little home
Yeah.
for him up there.
You wanna make him like a
Making
little tree house?
nest. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's sad though, because the species of moth means he's eventually gonna die anyway, because he doesn't have a mouth. So it's like
He doesn't have a what?
he doesn't have a mouth, so he's inevitably gonna die if he can't. Sorry.
Did you have to
I
add
just-
that?
Get your claws out of my chair, sir.
I mean,
He
think
has
about it
such a-
this way. He's like an ultra powerful psionic creature. I think he can conjure some food for himself.
Yeah. You can just conjure food directly into his tum tum.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
No.
All right. Well, with that chat, I think we'll end
Said
today's
Mothman.
Owlbear's Roost. The party has collected Mothman. Conveniently,
Yes.
I just realized the horse token is still here. Which was last year's Halloween monster. You guys are just
Halloween
collecting-
collection!
The Halloween
Um,
collection.
And with that, I think we will end our Halloween special for this year. I hope you guys had fun with it. There were more creatures that you guys missed. But that's how it played. I designed it whether you guys are going to be super peaceful or super aggressive. It could have gone very different.
Yeah.
Could have all died.
But you guys got a little fuzzy little guy.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
we're like riding the horse.
One morning you wake up, you're like, looking
Not
outside,
like this.
still rubbing your eye, and you see a Mothman on top of a horse.
Mothman on a horse.
Well, I hope you guys had
flaming horse.
fun. You guys enjoyed that. Happy
Yes.
Halloween, everyone.
We
Next
did.
week will be more D&D. I don't know where we're going to go with it. That's kind of going to be up to you guys to decide. Sounds like you guys want to build a house for Mothman, and
Yes.
with the new 1D&D rules, we can do that with bastions. So,
The chateau becomes our bastion. Whoa.
are we going to have a chateau episode where you guys build a treehouse for Mothman?
Let's do it.
Zara
Let's
just
do it.
sits on a chair drinking wine.
Rancid ass wine.
No, if it's red wine, it's probably fine. It's just aged.
Yeah, none of the...
And the wine's probably
wine
safe because it was
seemed
like
crooked.
bottled before all of the issues, so.
Mm-hmm. It seemed to have affected, like, living food, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Stuff was rotten in the house, but that's because it was abandoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys. I am.
Yeah.
What is today? Today's. Yeah, I am going to swap over to. I gotta finish a report. I got a raid yesterday on Victoria, so I'm gonna do that. I will jump over to that. We'll do a little bit of RP for a bit before I have to bounce. But happy Halloween, everyone! If you guys enjoyed our D&D game, we do this every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we're playing board games on stream. Everyone in the VC is always welcome as always, but we're going to be playing Small World of Warcraft tomorrow, which should be fun. And then, yeah. All right, give me a few minutes, guys, and I will see you back we'll do some RP.
All right, bye.
Only time.